Greetings and welcome back to Switch to Linux. This is a weirdly scheduled live stream. We're going to be looking at some weekly weird news roundup. Why? I'll get into that in a minute. But we are doing an open chat today as well. So if you want to join in, then go ahead and shoot us an email at the contact form. The link is in the description, and Pizza's on right now. So let me unmute that. Greetings, Pizza.
Hey, this is going to be a fun stream. I can't wait to hear of all the Florida stuff.
You know, I was trying to avoid all the Florida stuff, but it just keeps crawling in there. I mean, what is up with Florida? Anybody, like, Ricky, are you on? What is going on in Florida? I mean, really. STS, oh, you know what, Mark? Let me see if I can find, do I have your email, Mark? Yeah, Mark, I don't have your email address in the system. Shoot me an email if you want to jump on, Mark. We're going to be doing some crazy news. You're a little bit more south than me, so I don't know. Maybe it gets crazier closer you get to the to Florida. I don't know. What do we think? You know. No, Gnostic, I'm connected with Pizza on Skype. He occasionally does database stuff for me, so worky type stuff. But anyway, let's see. Let me jump on over to analytics. So we're going to be looking at just some weekly weird news. I just kind of booted up, pulled in some of the weekly weird stuff. I don't know. Should we go overseas first? Should we go to Florida first? What do you think, Pizza?
I think we should do best for last, so we'll save Florida for last.
Save Florida for last. Okay.
Best for last.
That's okay. So that definitely goes to the end. Let's see. That was not Florida. This one's Florida. I have two Florida ones, I think. All right. So, should we jump in or should we wait it for a few minutes? What do you think?
We should wait for other people to join, I guess.
Wait for a few other people to join in. Yeah, I don't know how many people we're gonna have. Like I said, I usually do this at like 12:30, so I can get more of the across the pond guys on. But I just had just a really weird schedule over the last few days, and so it's like I just got in like a quarter after 1, and so it's just like, yeah. So that's the case. But anyway, Gnostic, yeah, I don't like using Skype, but unfortunately in my more professional world, with what I do in my job, I have to have it, which is an unfortunate thing. So, but I use it only on the projects I need to use it on, and that's about it. I actually need to get my Nextcloud system tested with the new version of Nextcloud. I haven't tested it out yet. There's a cat down there. But, yeah.
I have the perfect thing to describe Florida.
All right, what's that?
Florida is like America's unfinished basement, and all of the weird bugs get in there, and it leaks.
That's possible. It was interesting. I was watching a documentary. I think it was called "The Insect Apocalypse" or something. Really interesting. And then quite hilariously, they were actually doing very similar tests in one of the parks that I walk in out here, which was interesting. But they were dealing with a lot of different weird viruses being transmitted by mosquitoes, and so they're like spraying down in Florida like all the time, right? And the problem the scientists are saying is when you do that, you kill the natural predators, which have a much longer lifespan. So you kill the spiders, you kill the dragonflies. They take months to regenerate, but mosquitoes, a new generation shows up in like 4 days. And so it's really detrimental to do that. And so with that being said, it's better to not spray and to instead encourage the natural predators. So spraying constantly is not a good sign. So that's all that.
I can't get my webcam working.
Huh. Oh well. Let's see.
I have OBS open. That's why.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
There we go.
There we go. All right. If anybody else would like to jump on, the contact form is in the description for the video, so you guys can send me an email there. I will shoot you out that link, so go ahead and do that. Hello, Serge. Greetings to you. Start the Rebellion. My first name is Tom. Pizza's first name is Pizza. Pizza.
Pizza.
Ubuntu, hello there. How are you doing? It's possible to join the Hangout on mobile. Yes, it is, because
Yes,
it
it
is Google Hangouts. Even the
Also,
Nextcloud, actually the Nextcloud Talk application, the mobile version works really well.
I actually had an issue joining Hangouts on mobile because I couldn't get it to open the app. It just kept opening Kiwi browser. That's the browser I use because it supports extensions. Kept
Okay.
opening up my browser and I couldn't get it to open the app for Hangouts.
Oh, okay.
That was
Maybe
my
open
problem.
Hangouts directly, I guess. I don't know. A couple other fun updates. So as you know, Pete, we were talking about this last night. I did throw Telegram on the system, and unfortunately, since I put it on the system last night, it is now using 26% of the battery has gone to not Telegram, Signal. 26% of the battery has gone to Signal, and I haven't even used it. It's simply installed.
What phone is that?
Nexus 5X with Lineage
I thought
de-googled.
It looks different for some reason. It kind of looks like the Essential phone.
Yeah.
Oh,
now
it's just the angle.
There is a potential that what the bug is since I was not in my office, the system was not on. It wasn't on my wireless. So I think what the general consensus is among the guys looking into this battery drain bug with Signal on a de-Googlified phone is that when you're not on a wireless network, it keeps on trying to reconnect and it causes a lot of issues. And so with that, I think that is ultimately what the issue is. But I'm testing out the new version. I want to see if it's viable. It's definitely better than it was 2 weeks ago. I mean, my battery still is saying I have 17 hours left. Versus when I was testing it a week ago, simply putting it on, battery fully charged, I would only get 8 hours out of the phone total. So it looks like it's better, but still not where it should be. But anyway.
One issue I had with I've noticed maybe you never mind.
Yeah.
I was gonna say maybe you have another app draining your battery, but that's a stupid idea.
No, it's the only thing that's changed.
I mean, the one thing, I didn't use my Nexus very intensively, but it still boot looped. It turns out I was using an app that was Bitcoin mining.
Yeah.
And that's what caused it to boot loop.
Yes, pizza is hiding in the darkness, everybody. Hello, darkness, my friend.
I can turn a light on, but...
All right. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else going on. I don't know if there's anything else going on. There's other things I'm going to be doing on the channel. So this summer, this was kind of a consensus. I was talking with the patron supporters, and there's some interesting projects we're going to be doing that are not necessarily Linux related, but they're definitely non-mainstream related. And so I'm going to be putting those on the Switch to Linux channel, mostly because I think a lot of people would find them interesting. And, maybe Switch to Linux should be a metaphor for doing the unusual, So just an update on that. So one of those is going to be I'm building a off-grid solar system for a limited application, but it's going to have a little bit more, it'll have more uses when I'm done with the limited application. So we're going to be doing that and some pure organic gardening type stuff, But anyway, that is that.
Hi.
Let's see. Hey, Snap, how's it going there?
Going good. I'm in the bed.
All right. Did you survive the latest round of tornadoes down there?
It was just a warning. So.
No, just a warning. All right.
I'm
warning you, tornadoes. I almost said tomatoes.
I got an interesting news story. You want to hear it?
Why, yes.
Child discovers $40,000 worth of meth inside of box of Legos.
Hey, man, that's on my list. Don't talk about that yet. No, go ahead, talk about it.
Okay, I won't talk about it.
No, go ahead. Go ahead and talk about it now. That's fine.
Let's see here.
I'm very confused.
Jim Riggs told the States Borough Herald that the woman didn't know they were transporting drugs when they took the Lego box back home. They took it, gave it to a young child who opened the box and was very likely disappointed.
Yeah.
I did not know.
I mean, if the boy was like an older teenager, he might have been like, bonus, but no, he's very disappointed. In fact, what kind of Legos are those? I mean, usually you have a picture of what you're getting. I mean, What is that?
Yeah.
Now I gotta say I've been digging through. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed. I have these giant bins over here that have been in my office for the last about 2 months. Those are actually the old Legos that I had from when I was a kid, and so I'm going through those and seeing what is in there right now. And putting together anything that can be put together. And I'm thinking I might sell the collection. I might keep the collection. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But literally, like the two closets, I have two huge closets in this office. They're both like completely full of built Lego sets. So I'm scratching my head going, what do I want to do with all these things? Basically, I'm just trying to see what parts are where, what's missing, what's not missing, et cetera, et cetera. And so I'm like, I kind of vaguely remember having some of these parts. I cannot figure out what it is. Well, there is actually a website that will allow you to basically indicate a Lego part number, and it will tell you every single set that ever had that Lego part in it. And so I determined that one of them was the 1980, I think it was a 1985 basic builder set that I don't ever remember having, but it explains a whole variety of pieces. So they're like, what's this go to? So apparently I got that at one point in time. The most expensive set that I have sells on eBay right now for about $700.
What? Wow.
And then
That's expensive.
Yeah, it's not the most expensive. Although several of the most top 10 expensive Lego sets, several of those are all Star Wars related. Like the Millennium Falcon, I think it's like number 3. There's a few other ones that are like it as well. And so, I'm looking at it. So I actually have in full complete sets with boxes and mint condition instructions, probably about $1,000 worth of Legos by current collector standards. And then I have a variety of other odds and ends as well. All right, guys, I did send out 2 other Lost Gnostic and Loopy. I went ahead and sent you guys those, so check your spam filters if you are not seeing those links. So those were sent out a little while ago.
Definitely check your spam filter because for some reason self-hosted email always goes to spam.
Yeah. My
kinda...
Technic email always goes to spam.
Which one?
My Technic email, and one time
it depends on where your servers are, and so like I have most of my servers verified with Google, so they shouldn't go to Gmail spam, but they end up doing so anyway, unfortunately.
Mine doesn't go to Mine doesn't go to Gmail spam, but it always goes to spam if the person I sent it to uses Outlook.
Yeah, it's possible. Now, the other thing is to check the SPF records and the reverse DNS records on your email domain as well, which I can edit because, I have a VPS, but not everyone can.
I use Technic.
Am I a family man?
I just have
I don't discuss family.
Have you guys heard of Snowdrift.coop? I met them at Linux Fest, and they're basically creating a new way to donate to help support open source projects. So it's a way to donate while also getting other people to donate. So basically the way it works is
what's it called?
Snowdrift.coop.
Snowdrift.coop.
So basically you'd be like you'd be like, so I'm going to donate $1 if 100 people also donate $1. And it encourages other people to help donate. Okay,
so, all right, so I have the website up on the stream right now. So, all right, so funding free Libre open projects. So matching sustainability and a single pledge crowd matching combines 2 most effective solutions for voluntarily donating to public goods. Matching donations where patrons agree to give together, and sustaining membership, which provides reliable long-term salaries and accountability. All right.
So if this gets big enough, this could actually really help the Linux community because these developers need to be paid.
All right, so I put the link to that in the chat there. So guys, check it out. I can't say if it's good or a bad resource or not. I don't know anything about it, but definitely check it out for yourself and decide for yourself. But thanks for talking about that.
I can't donate to it because my whole PayPal situation. So instead, I'm just gonna spread the word about it because I want to help support it because I think
Yeah.
this could actually really help some developers.
Yeah, I think the other group that's really doing a lot of really good things is, as much as I don't like Elementary OS, I think that their software center model is a really cool model. Because if you're unfamiliar with it, when you go into the software store, they have an easy way that you can choose to donate either on a regular basis or a one-time basis to the applications you're downloading. If
Yeah.
you can still always enter 0 and download stuff for free, but it is a really good way to remember that it does cost money to develop the software, and paying the people through donations is a great way.
The thing I really hate about the Elementary App Center, there's some really good apps on it, but you can only get those apps on Elementary unless you find some other way to install them, like through a Flatpak or the AUR. But if in Elementary, if you don't want to use Flatpaks, it's pretty, and not all Elementary applications have Flatpaks. So if you're on a non-Arch distro that doesn't have the AUR, and you're trying to install an Elementary app, it could be really hard if it doesn't have a Flatpak. So it's just those Elementary apps. It's good software locked into the Elementary distro, and you have to run Elementary to use that software. And I don't like that.
Yeah, didn't know
That
that
seems
part
like
about it.
something. That seems like something Apple would try and do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like a problem. Also, there's a new person in the live chat.
Yes. Gnostic,
Oh,
how's it going?
I'm an old person, man.
Yeah. Are you as
I'm-
old as
I'm
me?
just saying,
I mean, I'm older than I
you-
look. I'll tell you that.
New as in you
You're
just
still
popped
younger
in.
than me, dude.
Am I? All
Hey,
right.
is there a keybind for this mute on the mic?
Not that I know of on Google.
No. Well, I mean,
Okay,
I
no
don't know
biggie,
on
I'm just
mobile,
curious.
so there's no such thing as a keybind.
My microphone has a button right here, so I can.
Yeah.
Now you
Hey,
can't
Lu-
hear me.
And Loopy's on too. How's it going, Loopy? All right, we got a quorum of folks on here, so let's go ahead and jump on into some of the crazy news that I found this week, shall we?
Oh yes.
All right.
Linux-
So, woman
Linux
says
programmer.
thieves stole her U-Haul with $7,000 worth of beans. I have two major questions about this article, guys. Number one.
Why is it full of beans?
That's my first question. Number one, why do you have a U-Haul full of $7,000 worth of refried beans? I mean, what is going on in your life, woman?
Why do you have
Now,
so many beans?
for sure, maybe she runs a taco stand and needs a bunch of beans to sell her, her property. I get maybe that's a food truck. But I mean, second question: did this guy know it was full of $7,000 of beans when he stole it, or is he just kind of like, hey man, it's a mobile storage garage on wheels. Let me just steal this thing and maybe there's something good inside. And then what did he say when he opened the thing up? Like, beans? Beans?
Well,
Refried beans? I committed a felony for beans? So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Beans?
I guess he won the lottery
Beans.
when it comes to U-Hauls.
Beans. Beans.
Beans, the magic fruit. All right, we don't need to finish that sentence.
The
All right,
more
we
you
already talked
eat,
about
the more you toot.
Yeah,
Hey.
we already ate the talked about the Legos, so we'll kind of pass on the Legos. If you missed the Lego story, guys, no big deal. Just a kid found several ounces of meth in his Legos. All right, so
Hey, I got a joke. What
Alright, what do you got?
what is a bean's favorite bubblegum flavor?
beans flavor. I don't know.
Tutti Frutti.
Oh, nice.
Oh, now I get it.
Okay. All right. So here is an advantage of having these doorbell cameras set up, because you could see awesome stuff like this snake jumps from a porch light, biting the man in the face. Are you ready?
Yeah, you need to show us too, because I can't see anything.
Hey, yeah,
Here.
sorry, I can't show it to everybody at once. It's on the live stream though. Jump over there really quick. You should be able to see it. But yeah, so this guy
Okay,
had one of
give me a
those
sec.
Ring doorbells and just a doorbell camera of some form or another. This is in Oklahoma, so there's a snake hanging out on the porch light, and he goes to open the door, and the snake jumps off and bites him in the face.
Hold on, I'm pulling
Yeah.
up. I'm
Ouch.
pulling it up the stream.
Yeah. So, yeah. So
Can you link me the article?
What? Can I repeat it?
Can you link the article in
Link it.
the
Oh, yeah.
in the Hangouts chat so we can see it?
Yeah. Okay. There you go. There's articles linked in Hangouts. All right. So, I mean, I guess I don't know what applications I have to say with this one. Carry
Okay,
snake
just
bite
got
around. I don't know. It's actually an article recently looking at some of the medical price gouging, and there was a girl bit by a snake, and she was taken to the hospital, and they charged her. I think they charged her something like $200,000 or $300,000 for the snake bite. It's like, ouch. You know, I thought the snake was going to kill me. Nope, it's the hospital.
I can't like chat on the Hangout mobile app. That sucks.
Yeah. Oh well. All right.
That last story you guys
next.
were talking.
What's that,
That-
Gnostic?
Yeah, that last story you was talking about the trailers and everything. You'd be amazed at how much security we have to put into making sure our loads don't get stolen.
Yeah. And you do truck driving, right?
Yep. I'm
Yeah.
an ex-truck driver. I can get back into it, but it's
Yeah.
a pain.
Wait,
Yeah.
Ugh.
when's the last time you refreshed that article? Because now it says this Facebook post is no longer available and it may have been removed.
Facebook post? I don't know anything
I'm-
about a Facebook post. I don't know.
That's what the video was being hosted on.
I'm not
Facebook.
sure. When it was linked was at the very bottom, so I don't know.
I'm on USA Today because for
Oh,
some
yeah.
reason the link didn't go through Hangouts.
Oh, really? The mirror. I sent the one on
Yeah.
from mirror.uk. I thought. Did it not go through? Yeah,
Oh.
mine's up.
Just-
Oh, I found it.
Just to let you know, Tom, if you
Yep.
know Evil Step Twin, you know me.
Yeah. I do remember you were same guy, right? Or he's your
Exactly.
evil step twin, one of the two. Yeah.
Exactly, they're two separate accounts.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I'm
Yep.
a banana.
Yeah. So, all right. This boy asked for an epic birthday dinosaur birthday cake that moves, and his dad actually nailed it. We're not going to do the video just because, copyrighty type stuff. I could play the 3 seconds of the snake, but I couldn't do all this. But basically, he gets this cake. 6 hours. I guess it took him several hours to do it. So he bakes this cake. There's a battery pack under the leaves. Okay. And the battery pack goes over. So a lot of different things. So like the dinosaur's jaw moves. You can see some wires there. Dinosaur's jaw will move. His tail will swing around a little bit. I'm not sure this is... Oh, it's a volcano. Fortunately, this wasn't in Fortnite. The volcano would have erupted all over the place, right? So
Now play
that's kind of
Fortnite.
exciting. Would anybody like to have an animatronic dinosaur birthday cake? What do you guys think? Animatronic dinosaur
Nah.
birthday cakes?
I would not because I might accidentally bite into the battery and then it would explode.
Yeah, there
I
was
agree
that.
My
with that.
Yeah, there was that. There was that case. Remember that story? We had get bit on the Apple battery. You guys remember that?
I don't remember that.
That was a while back.
Although if you punctured a Note 7 battery, it would explode. So don't put a Note 7 battery in your cake unless you want to murder someone.
Yeah,
on
there you go.
accident.
There you go. Or you do that if you want a real exploding volcano. He should have put the Note 7 in the volcano. What was that? It's just the volcano going, man. Study says hello. Greetings, Study. How are you doing? All right, are we ready?
Yep.
Banana.
All right. Woman agrees to water mum's garden. Mum's is UK moms.
Yeah.
Then gets a hilarious set of instructions. The mom has been branded as a professional troll. Sending instructions to water plants. I gotta say about this though. Let's just look at these instructions real quick. So, sends these instructions. You can kind of see. Turn off the hose, move the hose, make sure the nozzle is facing downwards, turn on the hose, water plant in the corner. This is on 3 levels. Okay, so it's just all sorts of these instructions over here. And you look at this go, maybe this mom's over the top, and then I have to stop and look at our current generation. Our current generation of people is just so... I understand. What do you guys think? Gnostic, let's start with you. Gnostic, let's start with you. Being in one of the older ones, do you see this as being something we probably need to do to clarify?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
One thing I find with the young kids these days, a lot of them don't like to get out and experience the world.
Yeah. I think it's 50-50. Is it like some of them really do and some really don't? Like the polarization in our society has reached the two ends of motivation, and younger kids will either be completely on the ball or so lazy you want to slap them in the head. That's kind of what I think. Now we got younger guys. Oh, God.
We got two young kids in the crowd here, so yeah. For me, I actually look up to Pizza because he knows a lot more about software than I do.
Yeah.
And I'm
a
over
mechanic
here, and
mainly.
I'm still in the bed because I woke up like now.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
You're a college student, though, too. So,
slacker.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I'm
tomorrow for our school, we're supposed to do 10 hours of community service in order to pass advisory. And I haven't done that yet, and the semester ends in 2 months. So tomorrow, actually...
You better do that.
Yeah, I know. So tomorrow, I might have to do gardening for 5 hours at some school.
Nice.
It's going to be boring.
You gotta learn. I thought you were gonna use your Linux Fest time for community service. Didn't that?
I was, but they didn't respond to my email.
That sucks.
And I've emailed 3 people, and they haven't, or 3. I've emailed some museums and people. Nobody responds to me. I'm guessing
you might
that
just need to pick up the phone and call them. Is generally what you
I'm
do.
guessing that my Technic email is being put in the spam folder for all of these, but still.
Yeah. Which raises some concerns about the way email works. Why is it that every spam message can go through, but every legitimate message from somebody who's not on your big time servers are always being blocked? That's not quite right. Oh, a kitty's back from vacation. Look at that. Was Tahiti fun?
Hello, Kitty. How you doing?
Was Tahiti fun? Was it? He came back from Tahiti.
Somebody pet him. Somebody pet him on the head.
There you go.
Yeah.
Tahiti.
1 second. You're back.
All right. Now, we all know that the Russians are spying on us all, right? I mean, they're going to end the world. We're aware of that, right? Well, I mean, the Russian spy whale defected to Norway, just to let you guys know. So this whale shows up in Norway, and he's got a bunch of this crazy surveillance stuff strapped to its back, and its back here is property of St. Petersburg. Okay then. so yes, the whale has indeed defected. He even brought the Russian tech with him. So you can kind of see pictures of the whale here if you're watching here on the live stream. Equipment of St. Petersburg is what is on the harness. So yeah, this is an exciting thing. Exciting thing indeed.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I got a cat and it's angry right now.
Oh, nice. So what do you guys think? Russian
I do not have that luxury.
Russian spy whales? Is anybody concerned with Russian spy whales? Are they throwing the elections, or what are they doing?
I think they're trying to cut off our internet overseas.
Okay.
They're gonna eat the internet wire cords.
Well, I'm concerned of the fact that
They say they found subs down around those.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm making that joke.
Yeah, no, I hear you. It's not. It may not be a joke, dude.
Subs. Maybe I should get a sub today. No, I've eaten too many bad things over the last couple of days.
Best I can figure, they're splicing the lines and pulling off information.
All right.
Honest, that would be. I don't think Russia would do that because then the entire world would hate them, and it would just be everyone, pretty much every country against them.
Mm-hmm. Well,
the only people they get on their side are China and North Korea.
So
you have heard of the BRIC nations, haven't you?
Yeah, it's Brazil, India, Russia, China, and I think South Korea. I can't remember the last one though.
I'm not familiar with this
Korea,
one.
North Korea.
BRICS.
No, wait. It's it's not South Korea. It's
North Korea.
South Africa. That's.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with this concept. Someone, Nasik, go ahead and elaborate.
Brazil, Russia, India, China, I think.
and in South Africa.
Yeah. the
Well,
BRICS
China's been
alliance, although I
digging
think
into
that's a trade
South Africa,
alliance.
ripping them off, basically.
Okay, so is it like an alliance, kind of like a Five Eyes alliance?
Sort of.
Well, they're trying
I think
It's
it's
an
a trade
economic
alliance.
warfare thing they got against America, basically.
Yeah,
I
I
don't-
can understand that. I mean,
What's weird though is it's a weird system because China and India aren't really allies right now because of the whole Kashmir dispute. So basically,
what?
China thinks that Kashmir belongs to Pakistan, and China owns a little bit of Kashmir. That's what China thinks. But in reality, the territory is controlled by India. So it's a weird. There's been several wars in the past 20 years over Kashmir. So it's interesting that they're allying with BRICS, even though they have tensions going over Kashmir.
interesting. All right. Well,
It's like a section in northern India.
the end of the world is coming, right? We all know that death is a thing. Are we aware of that? I mean, it's a present reality. Well, these guys in New Zealand have realized this, and so they have developed the Kiwi Coffin Club. So the Kiwi Coffin Club gets together to design and decorate their own coffins. So when they're ready to go, they will have the most stylish coffins ever to go down in, you know? So mostly elderly, some of them are painters, some of them are photographers, and so they're just kind of getting their coffins, they're painting on their coffins, nailing pictures. Oh, this guy apparently
Hey,
likes
everybody.
cars, so he's doing a race car coffin.
Hey, everybody, meet my roommate, Vonnie.
Greetings.
Honestly, if you're in that club, you're probably gonna die sooner.
Yeah.
So this one's pretty cool, but I don't know. There's fancy coffins. This guy's apparently an airplane. I don't know. I don't get it. Oh, this guy's a chicken. I'm going down in chicken, man. It's my favorite soup. So yeah, that's interesting. What do you guys think? Would you decorate your own coffin or just say never mind? What do you think?
My coffin would have a
Cremate
built.
me and send me to space.
My coffin would have a built-in router, so I could get free Wi-Fi in my coffin.
Oh, wait, no, never mind. I want Wi-Fi in my coffin, too.
Why is my webcam all messed up all of a sudden?
It's where you're
Because
pointing it.
bananas.
You got
Operator
your
error.
yeah. You
There we
got so
go.
much light behind you.
I'm trying to put my cat in the background.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
I've seen those decorated coffins. I think it's a cultural thing in that area of the world. They decorate their coffins, usually what they did during their life.
Yeah.
Huh.
All right. We got 2 articles from Florida. Are we ready for articles from Florida?
Oh boy, Florida man strikes again, probably.
And I wasn't sure which one of these to put first, which one of these was better, which one of these is worse. I'm not sure. So we're just going to start with this one. Florida man gets DUI after crashing a lawnmower into a police car. Suspect's driver's license has been suspended since 1978, police said. Florida man facing charges of driving under the influence after he crashed his riding lawnmower into a police car Saturday night. Police department said he was crashing a vehicle while an officer was away from the car. Officer walked back to the car after hearing the crash and saw a man on a lawnmower with a trailer. Minor damage to a rear piece of plastic on the vehicle. Admitted hitting the cruiser, but insisted there was no damage. He told the officer that he was drunk.
I've heard of people.
Wait,
I've heard of people resorting to lawnmowers because they lost their license due to DUI.
Yeah. Wow.
Wait,
Officer
how would-
said he was unable to complete the field sobriety test and said his demeanor ranged from laughing to aggressive.
Wait, how do you drive a lawnmower?
It's simple. You
Riding
get on
lawnmower.
it, turn the key, and drive the lawnmower to the local liquor store because you lost your
But like
driver's license.
lawnmowers don't have chairs.
Riding
have to,
lawnmower.
like-
Some
riding
of them
mowers,
do.
dude. Wake up.
Some of
Get
them
over
do.
it.
What?
If you, I mean, you gotta forgive Pizza. He's a city boy. He's may have never seen a riding lawnmower. Yeah, look up a riding lawnmower, dude. It's a very popular thing.
Dude, my
Oh.
family has one of those riding lawnmowers.
I feel
think
stupid.
They still need to get,
I was mowing
blade
grass
tips
at your
on it.
age, dude.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but in a city where you only have a very small block, like, you know, I lived out west, and it's hilarious because out west, like, there's so much space, but when you get into the city, my house was on 1/10 of an acre, and riding lawnmowers just didn't work. Literally, I had so much grass, it took me 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes, I think 5 minutes to mow all of my grass with a push mower. A riding lawnmower wouldn't even fit anywhere on my
I
property.
was raised on 3/4 of an acre,
Dude.
and had 350 acres of woods for a playground.
Yeah, that was epic. We had some of those good woods.
Man, my family has like 4-ish acres of land. Like we got like a few acres that we have in our backyard, and then we have like this 1 acre that we own that we don't have in our fence, but that has like a barn on it where we store hay for my papa's horses.
Yeah. All right. Now, at least though, this Florida man did not do something that the Florida woman had the audacity to do. Are we ready?
What did the Florida woman do?
Woman pulls gator from her pants during a stop.
What?
Well, I guess no guy would have the gonads to put a gator down there. Sheriff officials said a Florida woman pulled a small alligator from her yoga pants during a traffic stop.
What?
The sheriff deputy stopped the pickup truck Monday afternoon after it ran a stop sign. A 22-year-old driver, Mikhail Clemens, told him that his 25-year-old... Oh, okay, Michael, okay. Clemens said his 25-year-old passenger, Ariel, was collecting frogs and snakes under an overpass. He gave the deputy permission to search the bags in the truck. The deputy found 41 three-striped turtles in the woman's backpack. He asked if she had anything else. She pulled a 1-foot gator from her yoga pants.
How could she?
Sheriff officials suggested an explanation on Twitter for the incident. Not to be outdone by a Florida man, a Florida woman pulled an alligator out of her pants. I don't know what that Florida man did then. Wow. All right, would anybody here put an alligator down your pants?
Nope.
Maybe if you took out all of its teeth and you paid me to.
Dude, I tell you, when I was sitting on the dock down in New Orleans, we're working on a boathouse. I was sitting there eating a sandwich, and boss looks over at me and says, check that out. And about 6 or 8 feet away was a 8-foot gator swimming by.
Dang.
And I just I got nervous. Yeah, I spent a year and a half down in NOLA after the storm working, but I just sort of slowly got up and moved away. My feet were hanging over the dock, about a foot off the water, and I was like, "This ain't the zoo, man. This ain't no fences."
Yeah.
Here, I got a story on Florida man shot when wife drops purse in grocery store.
Okay.
A man who Florida authorities originally said accidentally shot himself in the supermarket checkout was actually shot by wife's gun. The Pasco County Sheriff's Office told the Tampa Bay Times on Monday that deputies' investigation that 69-year-old Varman Messine was shot on Sunday when wife's purse fell off a counter at Lando Lake Publix, causing the 2-shot D-ringer inside to fire.
It's a Derringer, dude.
Sorry, I can't.
You never leave them crocked, though. That's the thing.
I mean, I carry a gun often, but I don't chamber it. I mean, it doesn't. If there's an emergency, you can chamber it pretty quick, and it's just infinitely safer to not chamber it. You know?
Don't put any ammo in the gun until you need to.
No, you put ammo in the gun. You just don't put ammo in the chamber. You know.
Well,
now, if it's a revolver, maybe it's a different case, but
because technically, the ammo always goes in the chamber.
No, not necessarily.
Okay, check this
Not a
one out.
semi-auto.
Semi-automatic or automatic?
Yeah.
Big difference.
Naked Florida man wanted for burglarizing Little League concession
Hold on.
stand.
Let me show you these
I'm
kids because they don't
honestly
understand. Here's your chamber. There's your bullets. Okay? Your chamber is over here. There's nothing in the chamber. If you can put this here, there's nothing in the chamber until I pull this up and push it back down. So nothing will
This
be in the
video's
chamber.
gonna
This
be
gun
demonetized.
cannot fire unless you put it in the chamber.
This video has been hit with the demonetization bug, and now
Oh,
that you've
probably.
shown a gun.
Yeah, because of the gun.
Truthfully, Tom, I shot my first 30-06 at 4 years old. My daddy caught me, and I scared the shit out of me. And then I was a small arms specialist in the military.
Here, I
Yeah.
got another story. Naked Florida man wanted for burglarizing Little League concession stand. Surveillance video also shows the naked burglar taking a package of hot dogs.
What?
Man, I missed some of these ones. See if I can find some more.
Accused bank robber turned oblivious dad into getaway driver. The suspect's father thought his son just wanted to cash a check.
Okay. I'm gonna put a shirt on. Give me a sec.
Thank you. All right. Yeah, I'm looking to see if I can find other news. I missed some of those ones, man. Those were good.
Man sues parents for destroying his $29,000 porn collection.
Okay. I have two questions. First of all, why did he have a porn collection? And second of all, why was it worth $20,000?
Well, the answer to the first question, he was probably a pervert.
Yeah. All right. So
I have nothing to say.
Yeah, a firefighter. Let's see. A firefighter's recruitment ad touts low pay, cool helmets. No, that's scary.
I now have a hat.
Case that began with 3 naked women at a rest stop ends in high-speed chase in Florida. By the way, the Huffington Post has a lot of good weird news articles. Here, I'll link it to you.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I'm not seeing a lot of them, but yeah, Guns N' Roses sues brewery over Guns N' Rose beer.
Oh, here's one. Suspected robber turns out to be a Roomba.
Oh yeah, I talked about that one a few weeks ago.
Noom. All
Oh, this one's old.
belong to
Yep.
you.
Yeah.
Oh, I just realized I'm looking at old articles. I'm stupid.
No,
Roombas are busy mapping your house, so they know where to go when they crash down the door.
yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember seeing this one post somewhere where it was like basically this guy bought like an Alexa and like 40 Roombas. He stored all the Roombas under his bed, and then someone got into his bedroom, and he was like, "You fool, Alexa, release the Roombas!" And then there's just an army of Roombas coming out from under his bed. It gets even better because apparently there is one Roomba that had a knife. Mr. Stabby.
Here, I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, I think it was on a Tumblr post that ended up in a video by PM Seymour.
A Roomba with the taser sounds good.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's a Roomba fight where they gave 2 Roombas knives and balloons and sees which one would go first.
Yeah, I think I saw that. That was kind of neat. All right, so here's a good one. Russian man arrested under anti-terror law after talking about the philosophy of yoga.
I'm very confused. How is yoga terrorism?
Apparently, there's a law that including restrictions on religious groups and followers of non-traditional religions. And, you know, there is a subset of yoga that is attached to yoga philosophy, like, you know, a degree of religiosity.
Probably Buddhism.
Yeah,
It's considered terrorism when you forget to wear yoga pants and then your pants rip when you're doing your yoga.
that could be terrorism. Yeah, visual terrorism. No! All right. And then this is a good one. A woman addicted to eating her own hair has giant hairball with tail removed from her stomach.
Ew.
Are there pictures?
Escape.
Oh, look at this. Scrumptious.
Oh, here's one. Bull escaped. Bull damages police car in Missouri. Police in Missouri said a bull that escaped from a veterinary clinic was recaptured after running into a patrol vehicle, causing minor damage.
Minor.
Why would they leave the door open?
Yeah. All right. Hello. I have a Linuxy type questions. Can you please describe your ideal desktop environment? All right. Ashton, what's your ideal desktop environment?
Ideal desktop environment would be one with a lot of keyboard shortcuts. And yeah.
So mostly you're looking for keyboard shortcuts. All right.
Well, keyboard shortcuts, like the floating window manager, but like also the ability to switch it to like a tiling window manager, kind of like i3, except you can also like easily make it like into floating window mode.
Sure. Okay. Gnostic, ideal desktop environment.
XFCE, because I'm new and I'm stuck in my Windows ways in a lot of ways. I'm still learning my way around the command line.
Okay.
So, yeah, menu driven.
Menu driven? All right. Pizza.
So for me, it would be a GDK-based plasma. So it would be basically KDE Plasma, except it uses GDK instead of Qt. And the closest thing to this right now is XFCE. However, XFCE for me has Budgie too, but it's not as... I would want widgets and stuff like Plasma.
Okay.
I use Budgie, but I wish XFCE had like icon-only window icons that you could pin. And the thing I wish Budgie had is I wish Budgie had desktop icons without being dependent on Nautilus. And I also wish that Budgie had non-icon only task managers for people who want that sort of thing. And but if Budgie had desktop widgets and it fixed the desktop icon issue on Arch, and they just made it much more customizable, it would be the perfect desktop for me. But yeah, GDK-based KDE Plasma, that would be the best desktop ever, in my opinion. Okay.
All right. Yeah, for me, I like the efficiency of the Windows type mode, so I actually prefer Cinnamon, mostly because I can get it pretty much to be exactly like a Windows layout. It has the same feel, the same look. Desktop icons are perfect for me, so for me, it's Cinnamon is the ideal desktop environment. And really, there's not much about it I would change, just because it has everything that I generally use. It probably has things I don't use, and the things that it's lacking that other people like, I really don't use anyway. So for me, it's Cinnamon. That's my thought.
I'm gonna pull up the chat really quickly.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Bad hair day. Yes, eating your own hair to the point where you have to get your hairballs removed is indeed a bad hair day. Yes.
That is definitely bad hair day.
Not many people are in the chat. There hasn't been a question for 3 minutes.
No. There's only 20 people watching right now. No doubt. It's a really nice day out. I think we'll wrap this up before too long.
Yeah.
Because
also, Big Daddy Linux is about to do an open chat in 9 minutes.
Oh, is he?
Also,
okay.
I'm gonna mute myself because somebody tried to call me and they left a voicemail and I want to.
Okay. Back, internet died. The cell service quit. Wow, putting up 3 months of service to find another carrier. Yeah.
Bobcat found tangled in Colorado's soccer net.
Wow.
I had to jump away for a minute.
Yeah.
A giant box of noodles cooked for Guinness World Record in Japan was served to 579 people in Japan to break the Guinness World Record for the largest tasting event of instant noodles.
Yeah, from what I hear, college noodles will be your best friend.
It's really easy to
a pack of ramen somewhere.
It's really easy to break a world record. All you have to do is create a new world record that doesn't exist.
Yeah, there you go.
And news
nice say Rennie here. Yeah, well. Yeah, I remember in college the year that I lived in the dorms, and popcorn, ramen noodles, We were, of course,
never
allowed
went
to
to
have
college, but
refrigerators and microwaves. I think in some places they're not.
I never went to college, but I had a lot of college friends.
I've been eating cup of noodles because there's nothing because my mom just got us something we can make in the microwave without like her being able to be home. Something we can make ourselves, but that has so much sodium that I usually drain out all of the broth and just eat the noodles.
Microwaves never got popular till the 80s.
Yeah.
We had to learn to cook. Let's put it that way.
I watched this video about
There's actually in California it's UCSF, University of California, San Francisco. They have an entire thing where it's like they're looking at it and saying the biggest challenge affecting young people now is that people do not know how to cook. And so they're doing a lot of things to teach people how to cook, which is a pretty cool thing. It's something we all need
Cheese
to do.
sandwiches and tomato soup.
There you go.
I really want to learn how to cook. It's just my parents won't get me ingredients or anything to actually make stuff.
I've helped raise a few children, and a lot of the thing is some of the kids that I helped raise were like, they didn't want to touch it unless you could stick it in a microwave because they didn't want to learn how to use pots and pans. I'm not saying you.
My parents waited till I turned 13 to teach me how to use a stove because we have a gas stove.
Ooh, dangerous stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you kids are a little sheltered these days.
Oh, very much. So. I told this story somewhere else too, but when I was in first grade, we had to walk to school and walk home, and it was over a mile. And
uphill both ways, huh?
It literally it was. Yeah, we were on top of a hill. The school was on top of another hill. We had to go down to the valley, across the valley, and up the hill. So we did have to walk uphill both ways. So
I have to walk
Hold on. So I know these people, and the school bus won't drive down the road because they're afraid they won't be able to turn around, which is ridiculous. The school bus could turn around back there without a big deal. But they drop the kid off, which is in the winter you can kind of see the house. It's not quite quarter of a mile, maybe right about quarter of a mile. And they had a substitute school bus driver one day, and he didn't know to wait for the parents to show up to pick up the kid to take him home. And he was in first grade, and he's like, just gets stopped and paralyzed and crying, doesn't know what to do. It's like, you've never taught the kid how to go from your bus stop and walk home. This is in in the country. It's not like you're walking through the hood,
One thing I noticed when I was a kid, they didn't call off school until you got a foot of snow.
Yeah.
Now you get an inch or two,
Yeah, down here in Louisiana, if there's even half an inch of snow, school's closed.
Yeah, down there you can understand because they're not ready for it. But up here, we had that big storm. I think it was 91 or 92 came through. We literally had 4 feet of snow. The snow drifts were higher than the roof of the building at the college campus in our town. Students were skiing out of the second floor windows, and we had a 2-hour delay, but we didn't cancel school.
Down here, we do not have the infrastructure to handle snow.
Yeah,
that's true. I have my friend had been living down there, and they got an inch or two of snow, and cops were getting on him because he didn't know whatever. He thought he was local, but he's originally from the Midwest like me, and he was driving in snow because he was raised in it, and everybody else was sliding all over the place with an inch or so. That 20-year storm NOLA gets every once in a while.
I have to walk up 2 hills to get to my school is almost a mile away, not quite though, but I have to go up 2 hills to walk there. I do walk there, but I have to go up a hill and then down a hill and then back up a hill.
Cat.
There you go. So you'll have the story to tell your kids too. I have to walk to school uphill both ways.
Yeah.
With packs of wolves chasing you.
The walk back is faster because instead of going up a hill, then down a hill, then up a hill, I go down a hill, then up a hill, then down a hill.
I don't know where my other cat is. All right, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I think Big Daddy Linux is jumping on here shortly, so we're going to go ahead and do that.
In about 4 minutes.
Have you ever been on a Big Daddy Linux open chat?
It's been a while. I find there's so many people, it's completely unproductive.
Yeah, that's my problem with it.
Yeah, so Yeah,
I'm just
and
gonna make
on Saturdays I generally have more things to do. So in fact, I got to jump off and get other things done away from computers. So, all right, guys, thanks for coming along on this crazy short live chat. We will catch everybody later and have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful evening, afternoon,
Thanks for
morning,
this
night,
invite.
whatever. Yeah, absolutely, no
audio.
problem. We will see you guys later. Have a good one.
Like, you know,
My cat sleeps on my bed, by the way.